Welcome back, ramblers. That's not a thing. It could be. Imagine if we did get followers and called you all ramblers. Joining Rio and I again on a pretty grey late February. I'm not complaining. We're in a beautiful part of the world. I always bang on. This is obviously where I've moved to. I always bang on that how amazing this is going to look when it's summer or even spring. It's kind of quite grey at the moment. Yeah, kids are at a play centre. It's half term, so the kids are at a play centre with mummy. Rio and I are just going for a walk. And I've actually got a few of these ramble-ons ready to sort of upload. I'm uploading them all bit by bit at the moment. But I wanted to get out and do this one because I've got a problem. Shock, a problem. Here we go, let's just get into the field and I'll start talking properly. God, I mean, look at that, it's just the most amazing view, even in this grey, overcast weather. Right, so I've got a problem. That little car you've seen, the Volvo, well, the little car you've seen is a Suzuki, I've got a Volvo. And so what happened, again, if I've mentioned this in the previous videos, forgive me, but in December, mid-December, was it 12th, something like that, early to mid-December, my Volvo, I'm driving back from Manchester, and it starts making a whistling noise, white smoke's coming out the back, and it starts slowing right down. Oh God, here we go, last thing I need, obviously, we're in the middle of a house move. Everything, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. So the TV broke. Oh God, I can't even get it. Everything. The door handle started to come off. We didn't get the house move ultimately was really smooth. But it was looking like kind of squeaky bum time for a while around the house move. Is this going to go through? Everything was just going wrong, and then the car dies. So oh God, what do I do? So I got a good friend. This guy, he's a fixer. He's a problem solver. If he ever watches this, he knows who he is. But yeah, he can fix any problem. He's into his cars. So I say, Rio, by the way, running. We'll get onto Rio as well in a minute. So I got onto this guy. I say, oh, this has happened, what do I do? First thing I did, of course, I rang around garages. Just went onto Google, Macclesfield, best garages. It's good now, because obviously with Google reviews, back in the day, garages was hit and miss, you had to take a friend's recommendation, but now, with Google, you can get a good review straight away, so you can see what a garage is going to be like. So I ring around the first few garages. Yeah, can't get anything in at the minute, mate. Obviously it's December. And by the way, the official footpath across this field, as I've looked at it on public footpath, public walkways finder, which now I live in the country, it's a website check, kind of, you go straight across this field, but I think it's a bit of a piss take, so I come up and around it, because it is a farmer's field at the end of the day. So let's go around. So I ring my mate. Oh, sorry. So I'm ringing around garages. Can't get it in, mate. Can't get it in. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it for you. One guy comes back. No problem at all. So I'm quite familiar with this sort of job. So let's have a look. Let's see what I think it is. At this stage, by the way, I'm not... I don't know anything about car engines, so I don't know it's a turbo or what. I'm describing the problem to the guy, and he says, no, might be a turbo. I'm very familiar with those things. I'll get a guy to pick it up. Be £100. I'd pulled in at a Starbucks and left it there. £100, get the car to me, and we'll have a look at it. All right, so now, obviously I was doing a travelling salesman job, so I didn't have a car. That's when I ring my mate, the fixer. And he says, yep, okay, let me have a look at this for you, 1 second. Oh, the garage, by the way, don't do courtesy cars. So he says, give me 10 minutes, comes back to me 8 minutes later, and he says, I've sorted it. So I've got a guy, he He's got a garage, he sells cars. I've told him you're a good friend, and he's come back with this. And he sends me the email, or the text message chain, and there it is. That little red Suzuki. Oh, terrible timing, your mate. Listen, a friend of yours is a friend of mine. I'll sort this. So he rings me. And he's a character. So, you know, you deal with characters at all times. So there's no issue there that he's a bit of a character. I quite like it. Quite like a character. Let's wipe the lens. Probably made that worse. So he says, right, tenner a day, give you this little car whilst yours is getting sorted. All right. So, that, I mean, I'm not all right, like amazing. Wow, thank you so much. This is early December. So then I go down to meet him, get my way over there, and he's ringing me. Where are you, pal? Listen, I'll come and get you. Is a friend of mine. I'll come and get you, I'll do this. This guy's going above and beyond. Turn up, get in the car with him. What's the problem anyway? What's happening with your car? What car have you got? Blah, blah, blah. So I tell him the story. Sorry, do forgive me, I've missed one chunk. The garage who took my car, took it in then and said, this is a turbo. I have done these before. This is exactly what needs doing. This is exactly how you fix them. This is exactly what happens if you don't do it right. This is probably why it happened. And although the guy at this garage was rough as fuck, probably the roughest guy I've ever seen in my whole life, he's got this massive garage there. And everything he said was so kind of technical, without trying to baffle me. He was explaining bit by bit, this is exactly what we do. And here's what we did it on. Here's what we did earlier. We've done the exact same job on Volvo XC90s, XC60s, 40s. It's a standard issue, they have them, etc. Here we go. £4.5 grand. £4,500. Now, at the time, I didn't have any money. In fact, the money, because of the house sale now, it's not now I've got, well, hey, you can throw around £4.5 grand. That's insane. My God, I can't even imagine spending that on repairing a car. You know, it's funny, you watch all these YouTubers saying what it's like to service a Bugatti and change the tyres on this, and anything over £1,000 in my head. And yeah, we could get onto the fact that that's a money mindset. But to me, £1,000 is a lot of money. Even if I was minted £1,000, it just seems a lot. So to think of spending £4,500 on your car, brutal, absolutely brutal, devastated. But having had no other issues with it at all, and knowing that the money from the house sale was going through, and knowing that we put it on for £10,000, the house this is, we put it on for £10,000 more than the estate agent advised, and we put it on for an extra 10, and we got it. And then the survey came back with no issues, so we didn't have to reduce the price in any way. So we went, okay, do you know what? Maybe that's the universe gave us this 10 grand buffer zone. We get the car fixed for 4.5, and we just accept it. And we say, okay, that really hurts, but we have to accept it. Maybe that's the option. So I tell this character, this car guy who's lent me his car, who's lent me a courtesy car, I tell him that, and I said, he said, 4.5 grand? They're just taking a piss, 4.5 grand. What? I'll sort this. 1 second, he gets on speakerphone. Hi mate, it's so-and-so, yep. Yeah, got a guy here. Yeah, he's been quoted 4.5 grand to fix a Volvo. Yeah, turbos, what do you reckon? Yeah, I thought the same, perfect. All right, mate. There you go, £1.5 grand, my mate will do it, £1.5 grand. That's my guy, does all my cars. £1.5 grand. Like I said already, £1,000 still a lot of money. But when you've gone from 4.5 to £1.5 grand, you go, all right, wow, all of a sudden £1.5 grand sounds fantastic. Please, where do I send the money? yeah, we'll sort this for you, mate. I'll get my guy to pick it up. This will all be done. So I'm thinking, gonna have the car back in time for Christmas. You know, we've got to go a long way down to Shropshire, where my in-laws live. 2 kids in the car. Whole thing about our getting the Volvo with safety on the M6 and all that. Gonna get the car back. Nothing. Calling him, chasing him. We're working something out at the moment. I'm working away where, because this happens before with Volvos, this is not a new thing. Volvos can do this. This is what the character's saying to me. So I'm going to get it into Volvo and I'm going to get them to do it totally for free for you. Okay. Okay, free is even better than £1.5 grand, my God. Don't forget, I'm still paying him a tenner a day for this car. Which is fine, it is what it is. It's a courtesy car. So he says, oh yeah, Volvo, now we're going into January. So all of Christmas is done. We've used this little hire car, gone all the way to Shropshire in it. And now we're into January, and is the house sale going to go through? And we're still trying to squeeze 2 kids into this little car, and it's going on. And on. Oh, the car coming this way. Rio, tuck in. Come here. Side, sit down. Sit down. Woo! What a car. Sell as your exhaust. That's a Black Outdoors quote. So, where was I? Oh, so yeah, we're getting into January and it's still going on. Your car's with Volvo. I've paid this guy to get it taken there. But your car's with Volvo right now and I'm in a dispute with them, and I'm telling you what, I'm fighting your corner. I'm fighting this for you. So you go, okay. Right, that's just something, sorry. I could pause the video here, but I'm just trying to work out where that public footpath. There we go. So it's just straight across this field if we want to do that again, because that's where we normally pop out. So we come straight across this field, across here. This is lovely, look at this. Wow. Again, can't quite get over where I live. And on a side note, this morning I was filled with a, a murderous rage, and right now, look at this. I love these. Rio, don't slip down there. This morning I was filled with a murderous rage, and now talking to you, I feel better. Even though I'm still in the same situation I was in, but let's not get to the end. So the same thing all of January. Nothing. We do the whole house move. I moved a whole house. I mean, yes, it was half-hour trips, but a whole house in that tiny little Suzuki rather than the Volvo. If I was in a Volvo, it would have been, you know, like 10 trips. Instead, it was God knows how many. Whoa, what are these birds? Turkeys? You just behave yourself. Are they turkeys? I think they are. Rio. Yeah, the turkeys. Oh, hey. I've not even got a lead with me at the moment. He's so well behaved. They are. Anyway. Yes, I hear you. Right, so the car's gone all January. Do a whole house move in it. February, we come to February. Meanwhile, we've got my dad. Which, if you've seen on a previous blog, I'm a grown man. Yet my parents, who are amazing people, can still make me feel. Just takes one word from them and I feel horrendous. Which I'm sure is the case with all parents, but you know what I mean, it's horrible. So my dad, he gets angry and he worries. Where's the car? Where's the car, Rich? So I'm saying, listen, don't worry. It's all under control, it's all taken care of. It's currently with Volvo. And ultimately, it seems that the problem is, this is a fault that Volvos have. And we didn't get it. The service was due in September, didn't do it, and all of a sudden the turbo's gone. And now this character is arguing with Volvo about whether or not we should pay this amount. And he keeps saying to me, and he said this throughout the end of December, said it all through January. We're now at the 20th of Feb, and he's been saying it all February. Okay, they won't do any discounts. I'll just take it back, do it for £1.5 for you, and it's done. So I'm good. All right. Then at the beginning of Feb, he says, I need you to pay me for all those days you've had the hire car. All right, I'll pay you £10 a day. No further payments though, so I had to pay for the remainder of December, all of January. From this point on, you don't pay any more. Okay. Now here's the saving graces here, by the way. In case anyone's watching this, screaming at the TV. The saving graces, I know where this guy lives. I know where he lives. I know where his garage is. And he's a friend of a friend, and he's got a Facebook profile. He's very findable. It's not about this. I'm much more mature and older than this. But he's very small as well. So it's not like I'm not worried about some bloody monster of a man stealing my car. And also, the latest is, I've actually been getting correspondence from Volvo confirming they've got the car, confirming everything he said basically, that he's currently in a dispute with them. He says to me on the phone, you respond to any emails? He says, but I'm talking to them saying I'm you. Because obviously I know the terminology and all the rest of it for talking to car people. So again, I think, okay. Anyway, the point is it's now the 20th of Feb. This is December, all of January, February, coming up to the 3-month mark. That's a quarter of a year I've not had my car. And it's now with Volvo, and what do I do? What do I do? Hey? What would you do? Well, I'd go and tell him I'm getting the police involved, or I'd say I want my car back, and there's all this stuff that we'd say we would do. But I feel at the minute like I'm playing everything by ear, I'm doing everything sensibly so I don't get a, right then, well now you owe this for pickup, that for this, and it turns into a legal matter. Then I might not get my car back for months and months. Oh, I don't know what to do, and I'm fuming, absolutely fuming. I hate it. I hate this feeling so much of not having my car, of feeling that I'm being lied to, of being messed around by someone. And my mate basically fixes everything for me. I want to go back to him and say, hey, I need help, this is happening. I don't want that. Car, Rio, come here. Come here. Wait. Woo. Come on. So yeah, there's my situation. I've got to try some of these farms, by the way, and try and get some raw milk from someone. Yeah, that's my current predicament. Oh, and today on the phone, Rio, this way. A bit busy around here. Come here, up. Oh dear, something's not ended well there. Come here, Rio. Just wait. Woo! Yeah, so today on the phone. Yeah, no other updates for you. They've got the car in, and no one's rude to me on the phone. And I've getting them in checkmate now. So if it gets to Monday and we've not sorted it, then I'll have them in checkmate. I'm like, what the fuck? Christ, it's busy round here. One sec. Tuck in, Rio, on the left. On the left. Rio, on the left. All right, fine. Yeah, I've got them in checkmate now. Now Monday, if they move out of check, then I'm like, checkmate? What the hell are you talking about? So, I think I'm going to speak to my mate on Monday, see what he says. Give it the weekend, see if this guy comes up with any answer. If he's not come up with any answer, by the end of the day, Monday, then I'm going to have to just go to Volvo direct and tell them the truth. Do I go to the police? How does that work? They're going to want money for the initial checks they've done and then freeing the vehicle up and getting his hire car back to him in this whole mess. This whole messy situation. I just want it resolved as quickly as possible. So, thank you for listening. Wow, that's a nice house. Won't film it. The beautiful trees. Oh, it's just going to be stunning in the summer. Oh. Dog trying to get out there. Right, this is going to be one of them now where I start heavy breathing as I do this hill. I'll keep you updated on the Volvo situation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll do another one of these little videos tomorrow with an update on this one. But as I'm sure you can see, he's nearly back. He's nearly back. Right, I'm going. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. The vlog's over, but looks like there's a guy here trying to catch a reindeer in a field. I don't know if I should film him. Look. Oh, what is that? Rio, off here. Come here. It's okay. Rio, it's okay. Yeah, it looks like, look, there's like a reindeer on the woods. 3 blokes catching it. Well, listen, I'll trust they get it. They don't need me around here, new boy in the village. Filming them. Pressure. What pressure? Right. Here, we may come back if we see anything else crazy. Other than that, I've already said bye. So, bye. Got totally lost. So, you know what? There's no point walking around with a GoPro in my pocket, is there? May as well give you your money's worth. Let's talk about Rio. Rio. Now, this poor dog, oh my God, has gone through it. I said it before, you've seen those early videos where he was crying and we were stretching his legs out, and now, since having his acupuncture, nothing at all. And then, I'm sure I didn't film it for his own bloody, the word is, but his poor leg, his front leg swelled. I talked about this in the other video, but his leg completely swelled up. Straight back to the vets. He's on these massive antibiotics, which I have to shove to the back of his throat, the poor thing, and he hates it. Rio, you're so good. You're so good. And now, oh yeah, he had his, so yeah, he's not had one of those cramps since. Okay, that's great, not had a cramp. Well, that's a public foot, that's a footpath. But then his leg swells up, so we get him back on, he's on new drugs, and he had another round of his acupuncture yesterday. And he's just such a happy dog. He's mad. He's absolutely mad. If I told you the story, he ate a steak off the side in the kitchen. The boys, like something out of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, the boys had 2 plates of this beautiful beef cheek pasta. There's the link to the Chef Rick video. And it was just too hot. It was just too hot, so he left it, playing around for a little bit. I said, come on, the bath's already run, let's just jump in, have a quick bath. Upstairs, come down, and he'd gone up onto the table and he'd eaten 2 full bowls of beef cheek pasta. Again, he's never done it before in 8 years. He's not that type of dog to steal food. He don't beg at a table. He's just on steroids. He's got roid rage. So I forgive him. I forgive him for absolutely everything, but it is just a joy being able to come out and do these walks with him. And, you know, you could walk and walk and walk. I remember even at the start of January last year, 2025, took him up Snowdon in January. And when we got back to the car, he was still just like, oh, he had too much energy. We had to throw the ball for him a few times in a field just to tire him out a bit. Because he was one of them dogs, he could just keep going and going and going and going. So now I know I could do, that's why I didn't care about getting lost or getting rained on. I do not care. Living around here, he says, showing you this totally grey area, but it's so stunning. It's so private, it's so countryside, it's so magic that I don't mind getting wet, and I don't mind a nice long extended walk with him because I know he can handle it. And if we can't do the massive ball throws that we used to do, then yeah, at least it's great having him, you know, stretching his legs. So yeah, I'm lost at the minute, but again, I can't really go too far. You can't really get too lost. If everything went, if it started to go dark, I know I could easily just jump on my phone and find out exactly where I am. Oh, there we go, right, Kiwi is having a poo outside someone's house. Let's sort this. Oh, I'm back. See a public footpath there, but I don't think that's going to help me. Yeah, I was just saying, if I did get lost, I actually know I'm within, you know, I'm within a sort of 5 mile radius of mine. I could easily get back if I had to. But I'm quite enjoying being lost. Rio did a poo then and I picked it up. Because that's what you do, you pick up your dog's poo. But we're out here and it's so rural, it's so countryside that I don't, you know, really know the rules around it. I just think I'm always going to do it. I'm always going to pick his poos up, always. And it's pretty annoying sometimes because you'll leave the house to go off on this magical countryside, although again, the scenery is not looking too magical. Although, if I ever say that to anyone, they say, I love it when it's like this, and I suppose I do as well. But anyway, I always pick up his poos and then I'll kind of hide them somewhere, knowing on my way back round I'll pick it up and sort it. So, yeah, I wonder if any of the people look out their lovely little cottage windows and go, what's he doing? Is he picking up that poo? Right, another car. We really are getting a bit away from mine now. Yeah, one sec. Come on, Rio, tuck in. Tuck in, Rio. Stay there, sit down, sit. Good boy, Rio. Right, yeah, so I brought you back to tell you the Rio is getting way better. When all his medicine is done and all his treatments are finished and his bottom's back to full health and his legs not swollen, well, it's not swollen anymore, you know what I mean, but he's off all his medication. Then he can go to a groomer's, because he couldn't go to a groomer's because when they were kind of touching around his legs or his arse, he didn't like it, he really hated it. Normally he'd be pretty cool at the groomers, he's a pretty chilled out dog. So yeah, he'll get a nice groom ready for the summer, and then he gets his summer in beautiful Staffordshire where we now live. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Unless I see anything else interesting. Don't know if the camera picked up before when those guys were chasing a reindeer. I hope they caught it. Right, listen, I can see a sign here. I'm going. Thank you so much for watching. Now I'll see you on the next one.